Welcome! E aí, galera, beleza? Bem-vindo à nossa comunidade.
Welcome to our community.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is OGC here. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a upcoming patch. So this just came out in the PTR not too long ago. So shout out to Legend36 for posting this on the Discord. That's where we got all of this information from. So thank you very much, man, for posting this. We're going to take a look at it, and this is a new contract type of or a covenant aspect to troops. So coming up, there's going to be, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that there's a brand new pay to win feature out there. It makes sense that it's going to be pay to win. Shout out to Lilith, by the way, because I asked them towards the end of last year, please no more pay to win stuff for 2021. Please wait until next year. And they did. So awesome job. Thank you, Lilith, for waiting until 2022 at least to add in the next pay to win feature. So this is for troops. I expect that troops are going to get a significant buff coming up. How strong, how overpowering, no idea. Is this going to solve garrison issues? I highly doubt it, because attacking troops are also going to have this giant boost. So tons of stuff coming up. We're just going to take a brief overlook at pretty much all of the different troops and kind of the bonuses that they're going to get. What we can see is this is going to be under the troop tab, in the Covenant is right below the Enlightenment, which that is your chakra. So we have our chakra, then we have the Covenant. This reminds me a lot of kind of how the chakra works, and there's going to be multiple tiers. I don't know all the intricacies of how all of this stuff works, but there's going to be a specific type of currency, because, you know, we're in a game with like literally 50 different currencies. So there's going to be a unique currency where we can kind of fill in the stones and then upgrade them. We're going to get secondary effects from it. We're going to get primary effects, and then we're going to unlock kind of giant bonuses. So with that being said, let's look at some of the unlockable bonuses that we can get for our troops, and we'll start off with the human ones. And for the human ones, this one is for the spears, and the spears are equipped with gigantic tower shields that can effectively protect against heavy damage. They can be triggered once every 3 seconds, restoring 2.5% of max health each time. So if we take this and we add in all of the research bonuses, that pretty much means that our spears will be able to have significant damage reduction for a very brief period of time while restoring some health over time. And this is triggerable once every 3 seconds. Again, is this enough to make spears good? I don't know. We're just going to kind of look at everything for face value, and you guys can kind of figure out what you want to try out. So the next one is going to be for line infantry. What this will do is it will guarantee hits triggered by composite bow, dealing 75% more damage, and have a 50% increased crit rate and 30% life steal. So this is just wild, absolutely wild for the archers. For humans, 30% life steal is no joke. 50% increase to crit rate is wild, and 75% more damage. What? That's amazing. So I expect human archers definitely getting a little bit stronger. Next, we have our light infantry changing its effect to immune to moral collapse during battle and gaining 50% damage mitigation at the start of battle, decreasing until it expires after 32 seconds. So this is really, really good. When they say the Covenant of Light Infantry changing its effects to all of this, that's great for the damage mitigation. And for the first 32 seconds of battle, that's a great time frame as well. Next, we're going to look at this one is for the clergy, so the saints for humans, and it upgrades to the heal that the clergy can do, changing its effects to heal 3 wounded friendly units at a time during the battle. Healed units are immune to poison for 5 seconds. So now instead of healing 1-to-1, it's 1-to-3. This is massive for clergy, and this could be the patch that makes more troop types relevant when it comes to battles. Who knows? At some point in time, I'm hoping that comes, but saints and clergy, big buff. This one is going to be for the human cavalry, so it's changing its effects to immune to moral collapse during the battle, getting 50% damage mitigation at the start of battle. So this is very similar to the light infantry, where they're just going to get massive damage mitigation. Awesome. That is awesome. Let's keep it that way. Next we have we're in Lich now. So martyrs are the stalkers. These are the skeleton melee troops. What will happen is when the unit dies, martyrs nearby will gain a shield equal to 25% of their max health. Can be triggered up to 5 times by the same unit group. This is huge. So this means that the stalkers are going to get significant shields, 25% of their max health. Now we take that and we added that up by 5 times. That's more than doubling their effective HP. It's not going to work that way for all of them, but there's going to be some unique ones that will actually get that shield. So this is a solid buff for the stalkers. Next we have the Diabloists. These are actually the warlocks. What's going to happen is they're going to deal 45% extra damage to enemy units whose health is below 50%. Honestly, I just see this as making them even better at killing dragons, and that is something that they're already really good at. So really cool effect for the warlocks. Let's jump in. Now we have the scorpions. So it forms a shield weaving from Lich's primal energies that reduce damage taken by 70% for the first 20 seconds of battle. That is massive damage reduction. The scorpions already have great damage reduction, so I don't know when it says that it is changing its effects to. I'm interested to know what they're actually changing. Like, what is this replacing? So that being said, yeah, massive damage reduction taken by 70%. Huge damage reduction bonus. Let's go scorpions. And finally, we have the clerics. These are the summoners, the mummies. Their attack speed and magic casting speed are increased by 80% for 5 seconds after successfully resurrecting a skeleton. Does not sack or refresh. This is pretty huge because if you look at Warhorn's boost is just over 100%. So this is a mini Warhorn whenever they successfully resurrect a skeleton. This is pretty wild. And finally, we have the spiders. So I'm actually excited for this because I want spiders to make a comeback. Now that I'm playing Lich, I kind of want to field a couple spiders. Anyways, the interval between each hatch for their little spiderlings is decreased by 5 seconds. That means they're going to be creating much more frequently the little spiderlings. And the number of spiderlings summoned is increased by 2. So there's going to be a flood of little baby spiders all over the place. Terrifying. It's actually pretty terrifying. Next, we're going to jump into Dwarf. So what this does is, this is for marksmen, which this is snipers. They're getting attack range +3 on headshot. So attack range +3. On headshots, attack speed is increased by 80% for 10 seconds. What? So this is wild, by the way. So for snipers, this is everything that you've ever dreamed of, where they get an 80% attack speed increase every time that they land a headshot. That's crazy. That's craziness. And for 10 seconds. 10 seconds is a very long time to almost double your attack speed. So if they start the battle, they have 5-star Sky Totem. They also have Warhorn, and then they land a headshot. These are no longer snipers. These are machine gunners doing headshots. It's pretty wild. Next, we have the Pyrotechs. So the attacks reduce the target's healing received by 60% and evade chance by 30%, and it lasts for 5 seconds. So these are the blasters, the rockets. So this is pretty huge, especially if healing meta continues. This is going to potentially cripple the enemy's heal, especially for that front line. So for the Rocket Squad, if a unit dies within 2 seconds of taking damage from Rocket Squad, it triggers an explosion that deals AoE damage equivalent to 80% of the Rocket Squad's attack and is treated as attack damage. That has been... oh, okay, so that's for max. So I think this is a continuation for the rockets or whatever. Pretty wild. Or maybe Rocket Squad is the tanks. I don't know. This looks great. It's more AoE damage, lots of AoE damage. Next we have these look like the mechs. So for the mechs, it pushes the mechs to their limits, greatly increasing their attack speed without affecting health. While overloaded, the unit's force field is increased by 40%. So this means that when we use the overload ability on the mechs, they're going to be that much more tanky because force field is increased by 40%. Wild stuff, really, really good stuff. Next, we have the Gatling gun. This might be the tank ones, but anyways, what happens is the Gatling gun produces smoke in this area of attack. Enemies caught in the smoke take 35% more damage. So this is pretty wild, and this could make tanks pretty supportive. Although, if I'm being completely honest with the buff to the snipers, I mean, why would you go with anything else? The snipers are just so amazing. Alright, so for this next one, this looks like Swordsman for Rokin. So we are now into the Rokin. So for the first 30 seconds of battle, when the Rokin Swordsman's health is lower than 40%, there is a 15% chance that the Swordsman will trigger a consecutive attack, casting Yujitsu again. So this is just going to make them pump out more damage, especially as their health drops. So maybe the Zen Rokin Swordman with that lifesteal, if they're pumping out more damage, maybe they get some more lifesteal. Very interesting for the Rokin Swordman. Next we have, this is going to be for the bandits, and within 5 seconds after drinking an ale or elixir, shoots a deadly piercing arrow that deals AoE damage to distant enemy targets. This is just going to make the Rokin crossbowmen annihilate enemy backlines that much more. Finally, we have, this is a large unit, so when there is basic attack against a large or massive unit, there's a 10% chance that a flying sidekick will be triggered 1 time per every 15. I'm going to assume that's either attacks or seconds. So this is for the monks. Or the llamas, or the flying monkeys, whatever you want to call them. This is going to be huge, where they can actually do more and more flying sidekicks just by attacking. This seems like a trend with the swordsmen and the monks, where just by doing their normal auto attacks, depending on their health and everything, they're going to be able to double up their damage. Awesome. And do we have... okay. There's something about the smoke, the evade chance, so this must be for the ninjas. In the smoke, allied units is increased by 15%. Allied Rokin troops special skill activation like Aijutsu, piercing arrow, flying sidekick is increased by 15%. This one is too vague. I don't know what this is completely pertaining to, if it's the ninjas or the turtles. This one is troops that are near spout by dragon turtles. Okay, so this is the turtle one. And friendly Rokin units are given a drink of ale when healed. Wow, so if the turtle makes it so that they heal nearby Rokin units, and the healed units have their ale effects triggered again, that's pretty wild, because you start off the fight with a Zen turtle. The Zen turtle pops his ale. Everybody gets a big boost. You get 2 free shots out. You know what? I could see this being a 2-turtle formation meta type of thing, where your turtles are just healing, and yeah, everything just keeps having the ale effects. It says this later effect can only be triggered once. Who cares? It's another free ale use, so you have Zen Turtle, you pop it, you get 2 free ale uses, it heals, that's more ale uses, so you're making multiple units go twice on their ales before you even pop the ale for that individual unit. So we're basically, your Rokin crossbows, if they are selected through RNG with the Zen turtle at the beginning when you use the Zen turtle ale, if they are targeted by that, then they get healed by that turtle, then you use their own. You can effectively 3 times have the ale abilities go off. That's pretty wild. And especially if the Rokin crossbow is now doing AoE backline damage. What? Craziness. So anyways, this is, let's see here. This is massively increased for 15 seconds at the start of the battle, while evasion is activated the first time out. Okay, so this is Huntress's for Sylph. We're now in Sylph. While evasion is active, so this is at the beginning of the fight, the first time that the Huntress health drops below 75%, 50%, and 25%, their evade chance is increased by 15%. This does not say that it expires, so this could be a cumulative evade chance increase. Now, the way that it compounds on 15% evade chance, it might realistically come out to 1 if they already have naturally high evasion chance. But you know what? This is something for Huntress's. I think we'll see a small comeback of Huntress's coming up. So evade chance is decreased by 20%, and they take 50% more magic damage lasting for 5 seconds. After every 10 basic attacks, the unit's attack is raised by 30%, stacking up to 5 times. I don't know what this is for. I don't know if this is the archers because the evade chance is decreased and they take 50% more magic damage, or maybe this is the effect of the roots. I'm not sure what this one pertains to. So the next one is Tree Spirits, changing its effects. Okay, so the one before must have been for the archers. So roots burst from the ground periodically from the trees, immobilizing enemies in large radiuses, reducing their evade chance by 50% and increasing their chance to miss by 50%. So this is massive. Your trees are just going to tie everything up and slow them down tremendously and make them more vulnerable to taking damage. So we have, after every few attacks, gaining significant damage and health. Once upgraded, growing in size increases attack speed by 20%, damage and health by 10% each time. So this must be for the shrooms. So shrooms have faster attack speed, more damage, more health. Awesome. Let's go shrooms. Finally, we have the mana worms, and how this works is I can't read that top part, but it increases the damage and attack speed of allies for 25 to 35 seconds, excluding mechs. Effects increase by 2.5% for every 1 second spent in hibernation. So this is pretty cool that it goes all the way up to 35 seconds with the mana worm. And that rounds us off all the way to the end. So let me know down below in the comment section, which troops do you think are going to become OP with this bonus? If you have any additional information about all of this, please let me know down below in the comment section. I'm super interested in all of this. And as always, please smash the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, all of that great, wonderful stuff. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care and have a wonderful day.